Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Startup Academy, your online gateway to get success in ISS exam. This academy is exclusively for ISS only. In the previous lecture, we have covered all the syllabus of index numbers, and in today's lecture, we'll do some of the questions related to index number that has been asked in the PYQs of ISS exam. So let us begin with the first PYQ. The first PYQ, as it has been given, is from 2025 only. It is from 2024. It says that differentiate between fixed base index and chain base index. This is the first question, and the second question that has been asked is to calculate fixed base index. Let us write fixed base index on the second part of the question on the next page. The second question states that to calculate fixed base index from the chain base index numbers. So we have to calculate fixed base index from chain base index numbers. Data has been provided to us. Let us take that data. So the data says that we have been given year and chain base index number. I'm writing it CBI. So years are from 2005 to 2011. 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. And the chain based index number is 98, 102, 115, 135, 125, 103, and the last one is 95. So this is the question, and it was of 15 marks. Okay, so first of all, we'll differentiate between fixed base index number and chain based index number. This we have done previously as well. I'm writing one or two differences. Rest you can do from that previous lecture video. If you have not seen it, rewatch it. I would recommend you to rewatch it. So the first difference is it is easy to calculate and understand. Fixed base index number, as we all have done, it is easier as compared to the chain base. It is more complex than fixed base index number. As the lag period increases between the base period, as the lag between the base period and the current period increases, it gives more inaccurate answers, accurate indices. And as the lag period increases, because it depends on the previous one only, so it gives accurate indices. But since this is a complex process, the third difference is about this only. Since this is a complex process, there may be errors which is known as cumulative errors. Here, no such errors are there. And one more was very common, that chain based index number taken to consideration all the information about the indices, and here all the information is not being taken into consideration. That also you can write. So I've told you four, one or two you can see from that video as well. Now moving on to the second part of the question, which says that we have to find the fixed base index from the chain based index. According to the formula, fixed base index of a period can be written as chain base index of that period. Suppose we are calculating of period 1, chain base index of that period into fixed base index of the previous period upon 100. This is the formula for fixed base index. And for the fixed base index for the first quantity is taken as, for the first year, first previous year, is taken as 100. We all know this. So the fixed base index we will calculate here. So the chain base index here is, the formula is chain base index of the current year, which is 98, into fixed base index of the previous year. Previous year I've told you the first one will take it as 100, so 100 upon 100. So it will give us nothing but 98 only. Then the second one would be chain chain base index of this year 102 into previous year's fixed base index, which is 98 upon 100. This will almost be equal to 98 into 102, 99.96. And similarly we will take 115 into 99.96 upon 100, and so on. If it is A, then this would be 135 into A upon 100, and so on. We'll calculate the last one and we'll get the fixed base indices. Okay? Yes. Then moving on further to the next question. The next question says that has been taken from the year 2022. Sorry, 2024 only. Question says that, I'm writing the question, during certain period the cost of living index, I'm writing it as CLI, goes up from 1102 to 200, and the salary of a worker is raised from 500 to 900. Does the worker gain in real terms? So this is cost of index number of real wages. I have told you the formula for calculating the real wages in the yesterday's class. Today we'll calculate real wages again. So the real wage, initial real wage. I will write R, initial I. Initial real wages. The during the cost of index number upon the real wage formula, as I told you in the previous lecture, was income upon cost of index number into 100. So, real wage formula I am writing here, income upon cost of living index into 100 is for our own calculation that you may or may not write. So, I'm just writing here. So, initially the income was 500 and the CLI was 110. So it gave us 11 fours of 44, 0 and 0 will get cancelled. Point 11 fives are 4, 5, 4. It will go on like this only. And the final, I'm writing F, final real wage is given as the income has increased to 900 and the wage has and the CLI has increased to 200. So it will be equal to 4.5. Now we have to calculate does the worker whose income has been increased gains or not. So the gain value is nothing but R final minus R initial upon R initial into 100. This is the value. So taking the gain is equal to gain percent, actually it is. So R final is 4.5, R initial is 4.5454 up till so on, and upon R initial is 4.5454 till so on into 100. So if I subtract it from here, I will get 0.045454 and 4.54545 into 100. If I take the denominator and the numerator and I will cut 100 from here, it will be minus, also comes minus 1%. So as we see that the worker loses a very small value, which is 1%. Okay, that's your answer for this question. Next, one question has been given in 2023. The price and quantities has been given and we have been asked to calculate the last pairs index number, Pasch's index number and Marshall, Edgeworth and Fisher's, four of them. 2023. The table that has been given, I'm writing the table. So this is the table that has been given to us, in which items have been given, and for the initial year price and quantity has been given, and for the final year price and quantity has been given. So items are 4, A, B, C, D, and let us take this as the total line. And P naught has been given as, let me write the values directly, 15, 20, 30, 10, 30, 4, 3, 6, 5. Oh, I have exchanged them. It is 15, 20, 10, 30, 4, 3, 6, 5, 10, 25, 20, 25, 6, 4, 5, 5. And we have to calculate the Marshall Edgeworth, Fisher's, last pairs, and past chase. So for last pairs and past chase, first of all, we have to calculate P naught Q naught, P naught Q1, P1 Q naught, and P1 Q1. We'll calculate this and we'll get past chase and last pair. Let us calculate. P naught into Q naught is 14 into 15 into 4. These are P naught and this is Q naught. So 15 into 4 will give us 60. 20 into 3, 60. 6 into 10, 60. 30 into 5, 150. P naught Q1. Now instead of Q naught, we have to take Q1. So 10 into 4, 40. 25 into 3, 75. 20 into 6, 120. And 25 into 5, 125. Now P1 and Q naught, these two. P1 and Q naught, 6 into 50, 15, 90, 80, 50, 150. And P1 Q1, these two columns. 6 into 10, 60. Then 4 into 25, 100, 100, 125. If I add all of them, 6 5s are 30 and 330 it would be. This is 200 and 160, 360. This is 90, this is 200, 280 and 370. And this is 385. So these are the totals that have come. Now we know that last pairs is nothing but the formula for last pairs. First we'll calculate last pairs. Last pairs formula is nothing but P naught, sorry, P1 Q naught upon summation of P1 P naught Q naught into 100. So summation of P1 Q naught is P1 Q naught 370 and P naught Q naught is 330. So it would be 370 upon 330 into 100 and we'll get our answer. Now second is calculating past chase. Past chase is nothing but summation of P1 Q1 upon summation of P1 Q naught into 100. So P1 Q1 was 385 and P naught Q1 is 360. So 360 85 upon 360 into 100 will give us past trace. And Fisher's also we can calculate like this only. Fisher's is nothing but equal to under root of last pairs into past trace. And not no need of 100 here because we have already taken 100 in the above. And the fourth one is Marshall Edgeworth. Now Marshall Edgeworth has the formula summation of P1 here I have taken wrong notations. It would be P naught Q1. So Marshall Edgeworth is P1 into Q naught plus Q1 and summation of P naught into Q naught plus Q1. Now Q naught plus Q1 we have to make another column here, Q naught plus Q1. I am instead of them I am erasing them and taking Q naught Q1. So Q naught plus Q1. This column plus this column. 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 20, 45, 30 and 55. This is Q naught plus Q1 and let us take this as Q bar. So P naught into Q bar and P1 into Q bar. So P naught into Q bar, 4 into 25 is 100, 3 into 45, 90 plus 135, 6 into 30, 180 and 5 into 55. 5 fives are 25, 5 fives are 25 plus 2, 27, 275 this would be. And P1 Q bar, then I will take P1 6 into 25 would be 150 and 4 into 45 would be 180, 5 into 30 150 and 5 into 55 will be 275. If we total them, suppose this is coming as x and this is coming as y, so we can write it here. It is nothing but x upon y into 100 and we'll get the answer. The answer you will get. I'm not doing those calculation and you will answer me in the comment section. I hope that whatever we have done today in class has been clear with all of you. This is the crux of what of index number. These types of questions has been asked again and again. This is calculative type of topic. So the more you practice, the more you'll get through it. And since we'll be having calculator, so no need to worry about calculation, but the formula should be thorough with all of you. So keep on working on this, on the examples of the book, and from wherever you get examples, keep on doing those. All the best. Thank you.